My name is Nailah Zanders. I'm a registered nurse. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I'm a student that is enrolled at Loyola University, New Orleans. I'm also a mom of two and a wife, so I juggle many hats in addition to being a student and full-time employee. I've been a nurse for 20 years, and I've become kind of stagnated in my current position. And what I really would like to do is to provide more to the people I service. It's very important in the city of New Orleans and just the community in general to have care providers that look like you. And so in order for me to give back to my community and to allow my community to trust me with their care, it's important that I get this education and I get the knowledge in order to provide them an exceptional service. The degree that I'm pursuing is a Doctorate of Nursing Practice. So when I graduate, I'll be a Family Nurse Practitioner and I'll have a doctorate degree in nursing. I haven't been enrolled in school since 2002. So just stepping out and trying something new was pretty daunting for me. I enrolled at Loyola in August of 2020. And after my first exam in pathophysiology, I realized that I could use a coach. My coach's name is Arwen. We worked together for about a year and a half. And what was so special about her was that even though some days I didn't feel like or think that I had the time to sit down and have a session, every time we talked, I was able to gain something valuable from our conversation. She and I coined the term nugget, like a golden nugget. At the end of each session, she would ask, or I would offer my nugget for that session because I was always able to get something really valuable from our interactions.
So the account that I was on when I first met Nailah was emergency coaching. And this was an account that was created in response to the pandemic. Students were struggling with finances, with resources, with whole swaths of the economy being shut down, all those things. And that's how I met Nailah, is that she got an email saying that there was emergency coaching available, and she had just failed her very first exam in nursing school. And she looked at the email and said, yeah, I would really like some emergency coaching, and reached out.
When I had failed that first exam and we initially had started with coaching, Arwen really was able to put into plain terms what my fear actually was. When I thought about enrolling back into school, my mindset was that of kind of like a perfectionist. I had always done really well in school. I had always done really well on my exams. And what Arwen and I were able to figure out is that I was really afraid to fail. Well, I had already failed on the test. And so it wasn't life or death. It wasn't detrimental. I wasn't gonna get kicked out of school. So all of those were the really bad things that could have happened. In addition to, I had already not passed the test. The reality of me actually being okay in the moment of failure and having failed and still being able to move forward, that was life-changing for me.
A lot of what I saw with Nailah was really finding ways to come to peace with all of the different parts of her life that she was juggling and to be able to keep moving forward, truly getting to the point where she was coaching herself, which was a lovely thing to see.
So some of the goals that I worked with were just overcoming anxiety, which was huge because I have been a professional practicing nurse for a very long time, and transitioning into a student nurse was something that was unfamiliar to me. So it was a very daunting experience that I was very anxious about. So she was able to help me to kind of take a step back and just advocate for myself in order to be able to focus more fully on my classes and my school schedule. And to kind of use that in order to get what I needed to take care of myself and to achieve my goals.